chain of game. When the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. He'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. The surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. This is taken at about the 14. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Lions will take over. And this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action. Here's Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Algier. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. He's got the tight end Furtzer right side complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Goff now looking to throw. Open man right side is Shark. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. This is brought in at the 21. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Give to Algier from the shotgun. Now the ball comes loose, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
You know, this is the regular season partner. We'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Chark. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And now the rookie's free. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Point after here coming up. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Next the score, Falcons 7, Lions 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Falcons 7, Lions 0.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the... But I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Bird. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea. They were trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Falcons
Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB. I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That's good for the Lions.
Again, it's Williams. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
To throw again on second down. Sudfeld. Throw caught by Raymond. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jamal Williams taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 13-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
First and 10, it's Patterson. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you're going to be manhandled in the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's in a full run by the time he gets the football.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bird. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. They'll run with Patterson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
He gets this complete to Cephas. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 9, Sudfeld. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And it's a fumble. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Sudfeld. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Trying for right, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Julian O'Quara.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards, the final tally.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. They'll drop to throw. Wright's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here comes Reynolds as they try the jet sweep.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and goal. Sudfeld. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Khalif Raymond.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Julian Okwara there to bring him down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now on first down. He'll drop to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Into the hands of Bird over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Well, remember now, no overtime in the preseason, but where the score's at now, overtime would be unlikely. These guys can put it in the end zone here. They've been looking pretty good.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. He's back to throw.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph.
Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, play.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take that.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Chase Lucas.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. First week of the preseason, probably not to pass the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
But in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, It's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They need a touchdown, the two-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.